So in this video, we're going to talk about flip cars and how much money I made on my most recent one. So come along. Yeah, so if you saw the previous video, I recently bought a vehicle to flip and sold it a couple weeks ago now, so this is kind of the update that I said I'd give to everybody. I had the opportunity to buy a 2013 Subaru Impreza WRX, and it was too good a deal to pass up. So let's kind of get into what you're looking for if you're going to buy a flip car. First thing I can recommend is know the brand or the vehicle. Know how much it's going to on average cost to repair. Know what you're getting yourself into, common problems, because especially if you buy a vehicle like this that had no engine in it, I don't know if the transmission's good, I don't know if the rear end's good. Like, you just want to know those things, like, because some vehicles are more inclined to have problems in those areas and you wouldn't know because you can't test drive them. So yeah, I bought a 2013 Subaru Impreza WRX with a, well, the engine wasn't in it. It had all the parts and everything. It was blown up, and some front end work needed to be done. The bumper cover was destroyed on it. Well, it wasn't even there. So I bought the car for $4,000. Before I bought that, one of the first things I like to do with any flip car is just go on like Facebook Marketplace, type in the year, make, and model, and see what other cars are going for. Because that'll give you a baseline of how much money you can potentially make. You can look at your comparables. So I went and looked, and the cars with similar mileage were going for anywhere from $15,000 to $17,000. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a pretty good chunk of change depending on what it all needs. So I went and bought the car. Had new tires on it, so I didn't have to worry about putting tires on it. Obviously, we need to go the route of an engine. The heads were bad on the engine that was in it, so I just put a JDM 2-liter in it. Paid, I think, $1,100 shipped for the engine. One of the things I like to do with manual transmission cars is obviously put a new clutch in it, especially a turbo car. So one of the selling points on this was I put a Exetti Stage 1 clutch in it. People are going to buy a WRX are going to, in theory, want to modify it and have fun with it, so that's kind of like a small selling point. It was a couple $100 over the OEM clutch, so that was, I think, $525. Yeah, so we got the JDM 2-liter, a new clutch. I didn't notice it when I bought the car, but the windshield was cracked, so I ended up putting a windshield in it. That's one of those things that's $300 usually to put a windshield in. People are gonna try and get you your price quite a bit lower if it's got a broken windshield, so that's just a no-brainer to me. Other than that, the only oh yeah, the bumper cover. Yeah, so I bought a brand new OEM Subaru bumper cover. I want to say it was like $250. Like, it was ridiculously cheap how much those bumper covers are. And then we had to get paint. Paint was about $600. So that's all of that. I want to say, I don't know if we're 100% certain, but I was into the car for $65,000 to $7,000 total. And I never ended up actually posting it on Facebook or anything like that. I had it out in front of my shop, and someone actually driving by saw it and wanted to look at it, and they offered me a price that if I posted on Facebook, I could have probably got a little bit more, but I would have had to deal with tire kickers and everything like that. So, especially this price was a cash price. It's hard to really argue with that. We ended up agreeing on $13,000 cash, which, like I said, in today's market, it's maybe I could have got 14, but I'm not gonna cry over $500 to $1,000, especially because it's sold right away. So now that leads us into the next part of profit. So in theory, I made $6,000 to $7,000, which, yeah, that's a good chunk of change. I don't mind that. One of the things I try to stay away from the more expensive cars, because, like, take this one for example. I had $7,000 sitting in this car basically since March. You know, so that's money I could have been using to buy other flip cars and everything like that. I usually tend to, like, before the market shift and everything right now, buy like legacy GTs, stuff like that. So you can get those for $500 to $1,000 with blown engines. Put JDM 2 liters in them for $1,000 to $1,500, and you can usually sell them for $35 to $4. So you make $2,000 ish, which, you know, yeah, that's cool. You do that 3-4 times, you're basically at the same thing. You know, I'm sure it's more overall labor because you're having to do it a lot more, but they sell faster. It's like, because people can afford that, and they don't have as much money tied up at one time, which is nice. So it's kind of one of those things that you really have to figure out, you know. But when it comes to flip cars, like I said, always try to get as low of a price as you can, because that's more money in your pocket. Know the brand, know whatever you're working on. Do your research. That's a real big one. But yeah, if this is something that you guys want to see more of, you just gotta kind of let me know. I tend to only do like 1, maybe 2 flip cars a year, just because it takes up a lot of time out of like other stuff that I should be doing. But if it's something you guys want to see more of, like maybe more of an in-depth as I go through it, just, you know, leave a comment, let me know. But that's actually where I'm gonna end up leaving this video. So like I said, if this is your guys' kind of thing, make sure you comment, subscribe, like, do all that stuff. It really helps the channel grow. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of 2022. I think that's very doable, so spread the word, and we'll see you guys next time.